this is how it's looking so far. I mean, the curls are popping, they're juicy. Who doesn't want to have beautiful looking hair? I know so many curly girls have this problem that on the wash day the hair looks beautiful, right? So you get in the shower, you wash your hair, it turns out looking beautiful, and the second you step outside, you start doing some things, or you go to sleep, you just lose the curls. It's either they fall limp, or you know, the curl just doesn't hold its beautiful shape, and you just get disappointed because you want to make sure that the curl stays like this for at least a couple of days. I mean, if you put in all the effort in, you know, the wash day, then you want to make sure that the curls stay looking beautiful for at least 3 days. And I'm saying at least 3 days because honestly, anything less than 3 days, I mean, we need to extend the time of our wash. We don't have time to wash our hair every day. I don't know if you do, but I don't. I want to do it once a week and then be done. I also want to preface by saying that I do not extend the wash days for longer than 7 days because I do think that for my scalp and just in general, leaving my hair dirty for longer than a week just doesn't feel nice anymore. It gets a bit of buildup, it gets a bit oily here. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna be showing you how I keep my curls looking perfect for a whole week and all the tips and tricks that I use to ensure that my hair is not gonna fall flat, the curls are not gonna get all frizzy. This is day 2. I washed my hair yesterday. I didn't take any pictures of videos because I was in a rush to go to a party, but it pretty much looked exactly the same as today. I would say for me, day 2 is usually the best because the hair is fully dry and it gets a bit more body, so a bit more volume. I do like to wear it flat at the root, so that is why it's this flat, but naturally my hair could get a lot more voluminous. If you do want any tutorials about how to style curly hair for volume, then please drop me a comment below. I'm going to be showing you videos and pictures of how my hair is holding up throughout this whole week. It's going to be looking just as good tomorrow, just as good the day after. So if you want to see what I do, then keep on watching. So tip number 1 is I use a really good hold gel on my wash day. So after I get out of the shower, so I've shampooed, conditioned, I've detangled my hair, I get in my styling chair right here and I grab my favorite styling gel. And at the moment, it is the Only Curls Enhancing Curl Gel with avocado and cocoa oil, the fragrance-free one. I've been talking a lot about it and this video is not sponsored. I've been using it for a while and I really love it for my hair type. I have been ordering some new hair gels, so keep an eye out for new videos because I'm going to be trying more hair gels for you guys. But I think it's so important to pick a really good hair gel for your hair type and your curls. You just want that hold, you know, because there really is no way of actually ensuring that your curls last throughout the week unless you use a good hold gel. And it is super important to give it a go and try a couple of different ones and really get to know what ingredients work for you and the level of hold that it's good for you. For me, for example, I know that my hair does not like coconut oil. Every time I wear like hair gels or hair creams with coconut oil, my hair just acts so crazy. It starts frizzing up, it looks like a complete mess. You're going to see like a million of these little frizzy pieces flying around. It doesn't hold its shape at all. It feels very mushy, you know, it doesn't feel hard and it doesn't hold its shape. So I feel like it's a bit of a trial and error until you do find the gel that works for you. For me, protein works really well in gels and I do like a medium light, I want to say light to medium hold, but the thing is, if I do wear a light hold, I'm going to be using a lot of product, which brings me to my second point. You have to use enough hair gel. So what I do is I use this gel, which is a kind of a light hold, light to medium, but I definitely ensure that I put a generous amount on my hair and I kind of try to stay away from this area, the root area, to not get it super oily. But you want to ensure that you have enough product because if you don't, then what's going to happen is some of the curls are going to have enough product like where you've placed it initially, but if you don't have enough, it's not going to reach everywhere and it's not going to be evenly distributed. So you might have some sections where your hair is super defined and, you know, at the bottom it might look very frizzy and it might not hold, and in a day or two you are just going to have these like sections where it's quite defined and these sections where it's a complete mess. So you do want to make sure that you use enough gel and you disperse it throughout. And this is the third step, which is you do have to brush your hair when you style it. By brushing it, you're going to, ensure that the hair gel gets through the whole set of hair and every curl is generously coated in the gel that you've been using, because otherwise the first section that's going to be touched by the gel is going to be the one that's going to be holding really well throughout the week, and then the other ones are just not. Tip number 4 might be a bit controversial, and it is definitely something that I've not seen a lot of people in the curly community do, but I do not refresh my hair. So the second I get out of the shower, I do my routine, and after day 1, I do not touch my hair with water or any gels or creams.
Just a quick correction here. What I mean to say is that I'm not going to be using water or any hair products throughout the whole or throughout the majority of my hair. So when I do mention later on in the video that I have quickly refreshed my hair, you're going to see, but I'm going to mainly mean the areas where it gets really frizzy, which is at the very root or some front sections that are prone to getting frizzy, but in no way I would put water and gel throughout the whole hair.
And I find that whenever I do, my hair starts to smell really bad, and it literally smells like a wet dog. Maybe putting some water on like very specific sections that I see that are frizzy, but in no way do I actually go with water and like spray my whole hair with water and take the gel and go over it again. I feel like this just causes a complete mess, because what it does is just kind of like reawakens these curls that are already formed, and they are going to want to curl differently, because every wash day, every time the curl gets some water on, it's going to kind of want to do a different thing. So I find that not only do the curls kind of start to get a bit wonky, but the hair starts to smell, and I end up smelling like a wet dog. And it has happened that I just get out of the house with what feels like clean hair because I've just refreshed it, but because I've not shampooed it, there's still the oils, the dirt, the build-up, so the hair still has that smell that is developed throughout the days that I've not washed it. And even though it looks clean, it's not clean, and it smells. So I am quite aware of it because my hair is like so big and it kind of traps every smell around it. Like I can definitely not cook with my hair out like this, because it's going to smell like the exact thing that I had for breakfast that day. I do not refresh my hair after wash day. The only thing that I do is actually separate the curls. So I ensure that there's no really big clumps being formed throughout the day, because that is going to reduce the volume. So as you can see, my hair looks very separated right now, and that is usually what happens in day 1 and 2. Because I have styled it yesterday, I've ensured that the curls are separated, but throughout the week the curls are going to get clumped together. And this brings me to my next point, which is to ensure that the curls and the hair looks really nice and holds its shape. You do want to go ahead and try to separate the curls that are getting formed, because that is definitely going to reduce its volume throughout the week. So if you are someone that does like volume, be it at the root or at the bottom, you want to ensure that whenever you take the bonnet off, or you just wake up and you take your hair out of the pineapple, that you want to refresh the curls. So the refresh that I mean is just essentially starting to shake the hair, go at the roots, and don't drag it, just to kind of shake it a bit, separate the curls, ensure that if there's any clumps, to be fair, right now I really don't have clumps, but if you do see like 3-4 spirals curled up together, you do want to go ahead and separate them. And that is going to ensure that your hair is going to stay really fluffy and really nice for the whole week. Another thing that I do to ensure that my curls keep their shape and stay this beautiful for the whole week is that I never wear my hair in a ponytail or a tight bun, and any sort of hairstyles that pull my hair and create a lot of tension, because what this essentially does is going to just destroy the curls, because it's going to stretch them out a lot. So these beautiful curls that you see, they're all tight and juicy, and then the second you put it in a bun or a ponytail, it just stretches the curls. And you can, if you do it really loosely and if you pay attention to the way you put it in a bun or in a pony, you can ensure that they still look nice. So I'm not saying you should completely avoid any sort of hairstyles, but there is ways to do these hairstyles without actually pulling at it. I completely avoid it altogether because I love wearing my hair down. So 90% of the time when you see me out the house, it is going to be with my hair like this, maybe even 95% of the time, because I just love wearing my hair down. But I know a lot of people choose to go for some sort of protective hairstyles or to just keep the hair out of their face. So what I would suggest is to not put your hair in a bun, because we all know once your hair is in a bun, your curls are so stretched, they're essentially gone. I definitely mean, you know, the really tight buns that you put here where you really twist and pull your curls. That is just going to stretch out the bottom so much, you are not going to be seeing your curls anymore. So if you do want to try some sort of hairstyles, I would suggest going for some sort of clips. And you know, there's so many cute hairstyles where you can leave the fronts and you can put these sides to the back, and you can, you know, use some sort of clips to put it at the back. And even though this is going to be stretched a bit, it's still going to be looking nice because all this bottom is essentially just untouched. The curls are still, you know, not being pulled. So I try to avoid these styles as much as I can, but there's definitely ways to put it up. And yeah, if you want to see some videos about how I put my hair up throughout the week to ensure that it stays curly, then please drop me a comment. Another tip, and this is probably one of the most important things that I do to ensure that my hair stays looking like this and that I wake up and I'm ready to go, is to use a bonnet. This is my baby. You guys, if I lose this, I cannot go to sleep. I will have to lift the mattress, search every corner of my bedroom, because this is what ensures that I will wake up worry-free. I will get out of the house. I'll just have to put some makeup on and put my clothes on, and that's it. Like, all I have to worry about in the morning is my outfit and my makeup. I rarely worry about my hair because I know that this little baby right here, I do have a lot more other bonnets, but this is the one that I use the most. So this is the one from Only Curls, and I got this gray one, but I do want to try other ones. The only annoying thing about it is that it kind of got loose, this elastic here, so I had to cut it and tighten it. But other than that, it is an amazing bonnet, and I can show you right now the way I use it. I know a lot of people put their hair up in a pineapple. So a pineapple is essentially I mean, I can show you what a pineapple is, but some people just choose to, under the bonnet, take the satin scrunchie and put their hair down, gently grab this and put it in a pineapple like this, which is essentially a half bun, I would say. This is gonna look so funny. I can't even fit in the camera, but I know some people do this and then they put the bonnet on afterwards. I actually don't do this because my scalp feels very tender whenever I put it in any sort of style. So even this would kind of make my scalp hurt throughout the night. So what I do is I just put my bonnet here. I grab all my hair right in the center of my head. So it has to be as close to the forehead as possible. You don't want to pull on these, you know, under sections, because you still want the curls to be popping. And what I do is I just shove it in the bonnet and I drag my bonnet over and ensure that my whole hair is in. Whew. Can you see? This is how I look probably 99% of the times when I'm at home, and when I sleep, when I'm awake, my hair is in a bonnet. So I attribute so much of how my hair looks like to these satin bonnets, because they're so much more gentle than cotton, and you know, just holding your hair on a cotton pillowcase, because that is just going to rub against your hair. It's not going to, you know, end up looking pretty at all. But the satin is amazing when it comes to ensuring that your hair is going to stay frizz-free, and it all keeps it at the top, which I find so important. My hair is just not always sitting on my shoulders. I don't always touch it. It doesn't always, you know, rub against the bed or the chair. It just stays up, protected. The curls are intact. And when I sleep, because the whole, hair is concentrated at the top, if I lay on the pillow, then the curls are not getting squished and flattened, and I don't wake up with wonky curls. So if I sleep on the side, then I know it's fine. If I sleep on the back, then I know that all of my hair is right at the top. So definitely recommend it. If you do want to check out Only Curls, I did manage to get a discount for you guys. It's £5 off using the code Cezara at checkout. I am not sponsored by Only Curls, but I've been using them for so long and I have so many of their products that I thought, why not get a discount code for you guys? You deserve it. You deserve to try these products, and £5 off, really not that bad. But yeah, this is one of my holy grails. This is how you're gonna see me in the house 90% of the time, with my bonnet on. Another thing that I do is if I do want to tie my hair or put it in a loose bun, I will use a satin scrunchie. And like I said, the satin ensures that, the hair is not going to be rubbing against the material and get breakage and get split ends. And this is much gentler than, any sort of cotton scrunchie or any sort of, hair tie that is going to pull at your ends, those really thin ones that can cause breakage. I mean, having this satin one is going to be gentler on your hair, and it's going to make sure that your curls are not going to, get super frizzy, and they're still going to be, defined and bouncy. So what I would do if I wanted to have my hair out of my face is I would essentially just do the same thing as I were when I want to put my hair in a bonnet, but I wouldn't go, all the way up to my forehead, because I still want to be able to see, and I do have very long hair. So I would do a pineapple, maybe a bit, away from the forehead, like not completely at the top of my head, but I would do it somewhere here. And I don't know if you can see, but my hair is very long and it still fits quite well in this little pineapple. And you can also use some clips if you do have some sections that are falling out, and if you want to make sure that it stays right and put. So this is also another, let me show you actually, let me go a bit back. But this is also another way of ensuring that your hair is out of your face, and if you want to sit at home and do some work, it doesn't look bad, right? Like, the curls are just so protected, and you can go about your day, you can kind of look cute. I mean, this is a vibe. This is definitely, cuter than having your bonnet the whole day. If wearing a bonnet is not your vibe, then this is what you can do. It still looks cute. You can, use some clips here and there, but this is the style that I would go for if I wanted my hair out of my face, but I still want to make sure that when I take this off, my curls are popping, they're juicy, because what's really important is that you want to have a very small distance between where the pineapple actually is and where your forehead starts, because this means that the curls in the front are going to be getting the least amount of stretch. So if there's a very big distance here, it means that these are the curls that are getting stretched, but we essentially don't care as much about the curls in the back as we do about the curls in the front, because these are the curls that people are going to see when you get out of the house. So if there's going to be stretch, let it be in the back of your hair. That's why we do this sort of pineapple style and not a regular ponytail, because this is the one that's going to ensure that your front curls are going to be staying super perfect, frizz-free, defined, not stretched. And yeah, this is my home style other than just wearing a bonnet 24/7. In the next part of the video, I'm gonna be showing you how my hair holds up throughout the week with these tips. And honestly, make the judgment yourself. If you do like how my hair looks in the next videos, then it means that these tips are working and you should try them too, because we all want juicy looking springy curls throughout the whole week. We wanna make sure that our wash day lasts and it was put to good use, and that, our time is very important. If you want to see how my hair looks like in the next couple of days, then stay tuned. So it's still day 2. I just got to the gym and I'm going to put my hair up in a pineapple right here with a scrunchie, and then use this clip. And yeah, So this is day 4, and I'm doing a voiceover because it was so loud in the station. There were so many train announcements, but what I'm essentially saying is that the curls are still looking really good. They're clumped in their curl families, so the ends are looking really curly, and I am noticing obviously some frizz around the face area, but this hair wash was with a bit of frizz from the very beginning. So also considering the fact that the day before I went to the gym and I biked in the rain, it's really looking amazing. This is day 5, and it's still like the individual curls are still looking really good. It's just at the top I'm getting some frizz, and I've tamed that by spraying some water and putting some gel. You can see that the front bits are getting a bit frizzy. What I could do with them is I could water them and I could finger coil them with a bit of gel, and they would look, you know, great. But the actual individual pieces are still looking really good, really curly. Like, you know, they're still maintaining their curl and they're still sitting in their individual curl families. And I could like fluff it out to give it a bit more volume, but I don't know, decided to just kind of wear it like this today. So still looking really cute. Day 5. This is day 6, is when I went to get my hair cut. The hair is not looking as shiny as before and has definitely lost a bit of volume, but I could have fixed the frizz at the top with some water and some hair gel. But considering the fact that I've been sleeping on this hair for 6 days in a row, then I think it's looking really good. So this was it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you found any of these tips helpful, and if you do want to try them on for yourself, or if you already have and you have some suggestions or some comments or some questions, then please drop them in the comment section below. I'm going to try to answer all of the comments. If you want to be part of a curly family, then please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button below to be alerted with all the videos that I'm gonna post next. So yeah, this was it, you guys. I really hope that these tips and tricks have been useful for you, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.